Mitch with DrywallInstruction.com. Let's talk about drywall taping tools, and specifically what we call banjos. Banjos are a tool that you can use to string tape that's a faster method than doing it by hand. The professionals, when they're doing large-scale drywall, they have special taping tools. It's called, the tool that they use for stringing tape is called a bazooka. It's a long tube that you pump full of mud, and pretty cool technology that they have. But you won't want to spend the money on that. Obviously, they're expensive tools, and they're they're time-consuming to clean and that type of a thing. Typically, if you're not going to tape by hand, you want a method that's a little bit faster. You would use a banjo. And I'm going to show you talk about a couple of different types of banjos that exist. This is a plastic banjo, very lightweight, and it's actually a really good little tool. It's not super durable, but at the same time, it's quite durable. In the 27 years that I've been working in the trade, I've probably gone through 3 or 4 of them, just because inevitably things kind of break, and I did get a newer one recently for this demonstration. Mine was kind of tore up, and so they are available. Typically you would get them on the internet. This particular banjo costs around somewhere between 40 and 50 bucks. I was able to get it quite easily on the internet. The second banjo that we're going to talk about is one of the kind of what I'll call old school banjos. They're an aluminum banjo. They're a lot bigger, a little heavier and more cumbersome, but very durable at the same time. And so this is the older version of banjo before they came out with the plastic ones. They're a great tool. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate real quick how a banjo works, and the way that it will save you time. Okay, the plastic banjo has a top on it that clips on, and so you just take that top off, and what you'll do is you'll put your tape on the wheel that is here on the back. A good idea sometimes is to kind of pound on the tape a little bit, and so that it's a little less round, because it's a little loose when you put it on the wheel if you don't, and that's just kind of a pain to work with. And so you'll go ahead and get your tape put on. I got that a little tight, but and that's so that it doesn't slide off of this wheel. So we'll pull some tape out, and we'll go ahead and just thread it through. There's a little gap here at the back of the banjo. We'll pull the tape out, and we'll run it right around the top of the banjo, and then out the front, as you can see here. And so we'll put our tape right up against the top, and we'll take our knife, and we can go ahead and just load that banjo. You can do this with a mud mixer or a number of different ways. It gets a little bit messy, but you'll go ahead and take that taping mud. Now this taping mud is not just straight all-purpose mud. It's been mixed, and I demonstrate that in the taping mud segment, mixing taping mud segment of my videos. So we'll go ahead and fill that up, and then we'll go ahead and put the lid back on. The lid slides right on and has these 3 little clips that clip it down tight. At that point, we can take our tape, and we can pull some tape out to get it started and get it loosened up a little bit. And as you can see, now the mud is on the bottom of the tape. There is an adjustment on this banjo that's right here that you turn to right or left to open up the gate just a little bit more. So that's the plastic one. We won't fill the aluminum one, but I'll show you how it works. It has a little door on the back where you'll put your roll of tape here, you pull it through. It has a little handy clip system that clips down. This one has a door that just kind of swings open and a gap here at the bottom to put your tape through. And again, we'll run the tape up, right up along the top of the banjo, and then we'll go ahead and fill this with mud. This particular banjo has an adjustment to adjust the flow of mud. You loosen these wing nuts and you can adjust this back and forth. So now that I've got my banjo full of mud, again, I'll pull, to start, I'll go ahead and pull out a little bit of it, make sure that I've got tape, my tape has mud on it, and I'll go ahead and put my hand in the little strap. The aluminum banjo has the same thing. It has a little strap where you can put your hand in it, just like this, and then you can hold down on the bottom of, you can hold the banjo like that and have your hand against that strap. So then I will go ahead and press my tape down, hold the end of my tape as I'm pulling the tape out. And I'll go ahead and string that tape right along there. And I'll go ahead on my flats, I'll go ahead and string my flats and then wipe them. So just like we did with hand taping, go ahead and wipe that mud. You'll notice there's not near as much mud that you're dealing with. It's pretty clean and efficient. But when you have your gate set right, there is sufficient mud under the tape to make sure that you don't have any bubbling. Then on my angles, or my corners, I'll go ahead and press the tape into the corner like we did when we were hand taping. But I'm just going to kind of work along as I go. I'll press it into the corner, I'll pull a little more tape out, and then I'll run that tape into the corner, and with the corner of my knife, I'll go ahead and cut it. On my angle going down, I'll go ahead and put my tape right up into the corner, the top of the wall. Again, I'll just make my way down. I won't get ahead of myself pulling too much tape out. And when I get to my bottom, it's going to be my bottom for this demonstration, I'll go ahead and take my knife just as I did with the hand taping, press the corner of the knife into the corner, make sure that I've got my tape wiped clean, and do one side at a time and wipe that down. Now that is faster than putting the mud on like we did with hand taping. It does save time. You can actually save a lot of time with a banjo. It's a great tool. It may or may not be worth it to purchase on the project that you're doing, but if you're going to do very much taping at all, it really is a time saver and makes your project go smooth. Hope this is helpful to you, and you continue to follow us here at drywallinstruction.com.